Shehu, we are dealing with a kleptomaniac political class in our country. We are dealing with people that have made up their minds to destroy our country. So how can the president be giving money to governors that nobody can hold accountable? And they claim they are distributing rice. How many rice? How many families have received this rice?
Hello everyone, I hope this video meets you well. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning from wherever you are watching from. So sometimes it amazes me, not sometimes, all the time. It amazes me when you get people come on telly and asking for this present administration of Tinubu to be given more time. Remember, Tinubu, if you go back 2014, 2015, Tinubu played a prominent role in making sure that Muhammadu Buhari became the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And he did not hide this. He said it in public. It's out there that without him, Buhari would not have become the president of Nigeria. And he is absolutely right. Tinubu did everything to make sure that Buhari comes to power. But you would have thought, with all the failing of Buhari for all those 8 years, WTO, wasted time in office, you would have thought that with all the failings of Buhari in those 8 years, Tinubu wanting to become the next president, which he said it was his plan. It has always been in the pipeline, and the time has come that Èmi ló kàn. And you would have thought that all those times that he has waited, like people say, he's one of the most experienced politicians that we ever have in Nigeria. But obviously, this has shown that his only experience is all about taking leadership and becoming the president of Nigeria, but not understanding the precarious situation that Nigeria is. He only wanted to become the president. If not, after the 8 years of Buhari, people will not be asking for him to be given more time. The first 4 years of Buhari, people were saying we should give him time because he took over from PDP. And we did give him time and hope that things are going to change. But the following 4 years wasn't any difference from the first 4 years. So it's 8 wasted time in office. And you would have thought that Tinubu coming and seeing all the failings of Buhari would capitalize on them and make sure that he doesn't make any mistake. But you can hear from the day he came into power, he said it very, very clearly that the previous administration has done wonderful job. And he is going to carry on from the good works of Buhari. This is the same party for 8 years. So we have had 9 years of APC. And we are still saying, give them time. You don't need a year to bring out good policies and make the lives of Nigerians a better one. I can't say much, or I can't put it better than Enibehe Effiong. If you just listen to him, most of the things I have intention to say, he has said it all.
When you see what is happening on the streets of Nigeria today and the agitation on the minds of many Nigerians, what do you think is going on in our country and the way to fix it? People that came out to fight for democracy are people that are actually exceptional. And where I'm going with this is the president that we have now is a different kind of president.
What makes him different?
He's a different kind of president because he's a president that believes in democracy. He's a president that believes in the common man. He's a president that loves the common man. And when I see all this that is happening, it's my job to remind people about who they are talking about. So this man has become the president in just 1 year and 2 months he has been serving. And a lot of things he has done has been unprecedented. So that is why when people are getting agitated, I understand.
Unprecedented in the sense that if it's unprecedented, why are people on the streets?
He is the president of Nigeria. Since he has gotten there now, What has he been doing? I'll tell you some of the things he's been doing. Because people that are protesting, some of them have not really sat down to really think about what he has been doing. First of all,
those who are protesting are not being fair. Are they fair to the president?
No, they're emotional. But everybody can get emotional. And that's why I'm here. So whenever anybody tells the president that, oh, it could be done better, he is not proud. He will step down and he will always do it. So when people are protesting against somebody that is already doing what they're supposed to do, then it's like as if you are, it's like something, you want to break something that, you want to fix something that hasn't broken. It's already been broken before, but now he's working towards fixing it.
What is your own assessment of the success or otherwise of this protest?
Well, ordinarily, I would have just gone straight to answer your question, but I would like to respond to a few things Mr. Jamiu Abiola has said. In 2020, you can fact-check me on this, Jamiu Abiola, who is President Tinubu today, told Nigerians that Buhari had the same vision with his father. When Buhari left in 2023, thousands of Nigerians were slaughtered. The economy was nothing to write home about. The so-called wall against corruption was a complete flop. The entire country was in ruins. Tinubu came in, and even Tinubu has said that he made Nigeria destroyed. At least people loyal to him are saying so. Now, regarding your question, I think Nigerians should no longer be taken for granted. We cannot continue to live in a country where we have leaders who do not listen to what the people are saying. People claim, oh, that the president is doing this, the president is listening. Has President Tinubu spoken to Nigerians? I personally don't want him to address Nigerians. I want him to address the demands of Nigerians. It's not the same thing. But has he even addressed Nigerians? 48 hours after, dozens of over 12 Nigerians have been killed at a minimum. Has the president spoken? And what are the demands of the protesters? Because you say people should leave the streets, but have you listened to them? Have you listened to them? You have a president that has 48 ministers, Sheun, 48 ministers, the highest in the history of our country, at a time that the country does not have money to run and pay for basic services. If the president is serious, he shouldn't take Tinubu 1 hour to reduce the number of ministers to 37. Because constitutionally, every state is entitled to minister plus the FCT. There is no reason why Nigeria should have more than 37 ministers. So when the protesters say they need you to reduce the cost of governance, these are actions that can be taken under 24 hours. People say they want electoral reform. Shehu, you saw how the Akpabio Senate and the counterpart in the House of Reps convened to amend the Police Act to extend the tenure of the IG within 24 hours. Under 24 hours emergency session, they also passed an Appropriation Act. If the president is serious about addressing the protesters, by now the Federal Ministry of Justice would have come up with a draft bill to amend the Electoral Act and send it to the National Assembly to make electronic transmission of results mandatory under our law. This is one of the demands. If the president is serious, if the president is really serious, he would have addressed, right, other demands of the protesters, including economic policies that have been introduced, that have rendered Nigerians homeless, that have rendered Nigerians hungry. They told us on the 29th of May last year, Sheun, that the president has removed subsidy. We are aware from records that the last year, you can fact check me, about 3 trillion was paid for subsidy. Where is the fuel? We are still having queues. People cannot find it to buy. They have increased the cost of the electricity tariff. That has now made a mess of power in our country. So you continue to introduce policies that are subjugating people, and people are protesting. You haven't said anything to address it. You want to buy a new aircraft. You are building a new residence for Shetima, and you say there is no money. And you are saying that people should listen. Now Wike is coming out to make irresponsible statements. I'm not surprised. Nobody is surprised. The same Wike that was threatening people not to come out in the FCT, you are hearing what the governors are saying, because they claim that the president has given money to governors, right, to ameliorate the suffering of Nigerians. For me, that is just a largesse, because you are dealing with governors that are not accountable. There is no single House of Assembly in Nigeria today, out of the 36, not one, not in Lagos, not in Akwa Ibom, not in Zamfara, that can hold a governor accountable, not even one. All of them have become stooges of governors. Sheun, are you not aware that governors are still spending billions monthly, are still spending billions as running costs to buy new vehicles, to run their government houses on frivolous things. Shegun, we are dealing with a kleptomaniac political class in our country. We are dealing with people that have made up their minds to destroy our country. So how can the president be giving money to governors that nobody can hold accountable? And they claim they are distributing rice. How many families have received this rice?
Nigeria belongs to all of us. And I keep saying it, Nigeria is blessed. We have over 900,000 square kilometers of land. Over 700 of those are arable land where you can plant something now and in the next 5 months you can harvest. So if a government is telling you today rice is over 90,000, bag of corn is over 90,000, and I can go on and on and on. So why is it so difficult for this government to have put in place a policy that will bring food onto the tables of Nigerians? And if you cannot do that, you have the simple thing that you can do: give Nigerians an enabling environment. And knowing Nigerians, the kind of hard-working people that they are, they will do things for themselves. They don't need your help. All those palliatives are just ways of stealing money, and they are insults to the Nigerian people, because you can't continue to give people palliatives. Rather than give them palliatives, show them ways in which they can actually produce these palliatives themselves. And this is where the Nigerian government has always failed and are still failing. But you would think that somebody like Asiwaju Tinubu will not fall into that same system. But unfortunately, that has shown you that all the Nigerian leaders are nothing but criminals, like everybody says. But I am telling you, you cannot, or we cannot, give up on Nigeria. Nigeria is blessed. We have oil. We only need to know what to do with it. When Gowon said in 1976 that we have so much money coming in, what to do with it is our problem. Believe you me, that thing has not changed up till now. We still have so much money. Forget about the money that have been borrowed from outside. We've got more than enough money in Nigeria. If with the right leader, things will change in a twinkle of an eye. We just need that leader. But that leader is not going to come until you and I stand up and make it happen. Nigeria will not change until you and I change to bring that new change.
Can this protest continue? In your own view, how can it be stopped? What should the president do?
Shegun, very simple. Very simple. Today, before we wake up tomorrow, I want to hear Mr. Tinubu announce to Nigerians that he has reduced the number of his ministers to 37. I want to hear Tinubu announce that the cost of governance, the cost of running the presidency has been cut by at least 50%. I want to hear the National Assembly and the president announce that the running cost of the National Assembly has been reduced by 50%. I want to hear Tinubu announce that the cost of fuel has been reduced, the electricity tariff has been reduced, that a bill has been sent to the National Assembly to make electronic transmission of results mandatory. I want to hear Tinubu announce that the recommendations of the NSAS panel has been implemented. Shegun, till date, since 2020, nobody has been held accountable. Nobody has been held accountable for the killings at the toll gate. People are still in detention. So you cannot say people should leave the street, and you are provoking, because they keep asking who is provoking, what is leading to the protest. Apart from anger, those who are sponsoring this protest are people in government that are making irresponsible statements. If the Tinubu government is serious, there are things that can be done within 24 hours. Within 24 hours. How can our National Assembly members be receiving hardship allowance when Nigerians are barely looking for what to eat? Let all these things be abolished. Abolish the office of the First Lady. Abolish the office of the First Son. Abolish the office of the First Daughter. Nigerians will know that you are serious.
Please subscribe to this channel. We need to pass this information to as many people as possible. In our lifetime, Nigeria must change. A lot of people have said that in the past. It never happened. But let us have this determination. With the population of Nigeria today, believe you me, we can make it happen. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on my next video.